Okay, number one, constructed response question. Your flight from Atlanta to San Francisco lasted 4 hours, 28 minutes, and 42 seconds. What was the total time in the air in hours? Okay, so we're given some information about our flight. We know that this is how long it lasted. Okay, and I've got different units of time. I have hours, minutes, and seconds given, and I want to move the entire thing to hours. Okay, so if I start with 4 hours, that's already in hours. I don't need to convert it. Okay, that's done. Now I've got 28 minutes, and I want to convert that to hours. Well, we know in order to cancel, my minutes have to be in the denominator, so they cancel out with the numerator, and we know that there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. Okay, so when I divide those, 28 divided by 60, I end up with 0.47 hours. Okay, so I've just converted my minutes to hours. And then lastly, we have this 42 seconds. So I'm going to put this over here. I've got 42 seconds, and I need to get that to hours. Well, I know that I need to put seconds in my denominator to cancel. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute, so those cancel my seconds, but I need to go to hours. So to get rid of my minutes to go to hours, we know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Now we can multiply straight across. So in the numerator, notice here I just have the 42, 1 and 1. And then in the denominator, I have 60 times 60. So I'd have 42 divided by 3600, and I'd end up with 0.012 hours. And I'm going to add all three of those together. So I'm going to put that up here. I've got 4 hours plus 0.47 hours plus 0.012 hours. So that total would be 4.482 hours. Okay, so that's similar to how you would respond to your constructed response for number one. Okay, so in number two, we have an example here. It says a cheetah can travel at a speed of 61 miles per hour, and we want to know the speed in feet per second. So we have two conversions happening. First, we need to go from miles to feet, and then secondly, we need to go from hours to seconds. So I'll start with my units of distance. So if I start over here, 61 miles per hour. Okay, and I'm trying to get those miles to feet. All right, so in 1 mile, there are 5,280 feet. That's in your conversion chart. I've already converted miles to feet. I'm done. Okay, there's nothing left to do there. Next, we need to go from hours to seconds. Okay, so in 1 hour, and I'm putting hours in the top so that they cancel with the hours in the bottom, we know that there are 60 minutes. I don't want minutes though, I want seconds. So in 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. The reason I put minutes in the top here is so they'd cancel with the minutes in the bottom. Now, we just multiply straight across. So in the numerator, we have 61 times 5,280. In the denominator, we have 60 times 60. So we can go ahead and do that. All right, so the numerator, that all equals 322,080. Denominator would be 3,600. So we're going to go ahead and divide that, and I ended up with 89.47, and that is in feet per second. All right, so that's how you convert when we have two units. Just do one at a time. If you want a color code, that might help as well. All right, the third constructed response question had you analyze parts of an equation or expression, okay, and determining what the parts mean. So we're going to do an example that's similar. Here it says the expression 0.07 times the quantity of 0.9x minus 5 models the amount of sales tax charged on a purchase that included a % discount and a money off coupon, where x is the original price. Okay, so let's think about this in context, okay? So you're going to the store and you're buying something, all right? So let's say we're buying, I'm just gonna say we're buying, let's say we're buying an iPod, okay? So here is my original price. So my iPod costs X dollars. Let's say it costs, for the sake of this example, it's 70 bucks, okay? So we go to the store, we go to buy that iPod, but we have a money off coupon, okay? So we're going to save money, and we also have a % discount. So let's say that the store's having a sale. So if I look here at my expression, this is going to represent everything that's kind of happening. We also have a sales tax that's charged to us when we purchase our item. So notice that X was our original price. So if I look at my expression, the X is right next to this 0.9. Okay, so 0.9 would mean I'm paying only 90% of the original amount. So I'm getting it at a discount. That's my % off discount, okay? So if I'm paying 90%, that means my discount was actually 10%. It's 10% less than the original amount. Okay, and then I have this minus 5, so this is just a constant amount that's going to represent my money off coupon, okay? I'm just taking that $5 off the top. Now to figure out the taxes, after I figured out my the cost of my new iPod, okay, so if I were to put that into that expression, so 0.9 times 70 minus my $5, that would bring me to a total of $58. Okay, so that would be my cost after my discount and coupon. Well, I'm going to be charged sales tax. This number out front, that 0.07, this means that we have a tax rate of 7%. I'm paying 7% in tax. And to figure out the total amount in tax, we multiply that by, so we would times that by the cost, the discounted iPod. So in this case, we'd have 0.07 times that $58. So the total amount in tax I'm buying or paying is $4.06. Okay, so that is an example using an actual amount. So you can kind of see how the numbers play out. So if we look here, the sales tax rate, that's going to be a percentage, and it's usually less than 10%, just so you know. Okay, usually sales tax is less than 10%. In this case, it's that 7%. My money off coupon, that was a dollar amount that we're taking off of the cost of my item. That was the 5. That's the only thing that makes sense because that's the only thing I'm subtracting. Okay, and we know that that was a money off coupon from the problem right here. The % of the original price being paid. So my original price, that's the $70 or the X, that would be 100% would be X. The 0.9, that's the % of the original price. I'm only paying 90% of the original price. And then the total cost before sales tax. So this is my total cost before I calculate in that 7%, okay? So that kind of explains each of the pieces a little bit more. If you still have questions, let me know.